What's up, people? We are here with High School Romance Magi Trials, or Magi. I don't know how the fuck to properly pronounce that word, but either way, most of you have probably heard of the wildly popular High School Romance visual novel, and this is basically the franchise sequel to that. Meaning that it's not a direct sequel, it won't have any of the previous characters of the previous High School Romance, none of that. Everything is kind of new, but it has the same setting as the other High School Romance. So what I'm presuming with that is that it's probably going to be a guy again, cross-dressing in an old girl's school. The setting in this one is entirely different though, because the closest way to kind of for me quickly sum it up is you're sort of living in this Harry Potter-esque world, right? Wizards, magic, that sort of stuff going on. So yeah, that is basically what we're going to be looking forward to. And this one looks pretty good, so I recommend you guys to check it out on Steam if you want to play it for yourself. And let's get on with playing it right now. By hoof and claw and tooth and minx, with heart of griffin and mind of sphinx, the tower falls, the clock it chimes. Bury the past, let this power be mine. Let this power be mine. Let this... Wahaha! I can feel the power, yes! Look at that, look at the power bubble that actually has an arm coming out of it that's trying to steal our brain. Each motion of my hand draws the light through the air, magic surging forward from my core. It seeps through my arms, tingles in the tip of my fingers, and bleeds outward. It wells within me like a shadow, dark and static, as it lifts each hair along my arms and the back of my neck. The pages beneath my hand flutter and send plumes of dust into the growing light. Arcane energy rises in me, an entity of its own, something hungry and wild howling through my being. A wind that shakes my very bones. I've never felt anything like it. It's working! It's actually working! But the beast rages against me, against my control, as the light begins to dance. I'm not doing this. It's getting out of control. The light's blinding, vivid. It's too strong. I can't control it. My hands shake. My last thread of restraint's beginning to snap as it tears through me. It's too strong! What happened? Miss? Miss, are you alright? A persistent tapping nudges my shoulder. What? Get up, please. Oh, I thought it was a female. It's an old man. You aren't allowed to sleep in here. More to the point, you really aren't allowed to be in here at all, unless you have the right permission. These are private grounds. My head is killing me. Have I been drinking? Where am I? Oh god, the night after well, not really the night after a hangover. The hangover is the effect of the night after, or the night before. I don't fucking know. Okay, we have a hangover. That's what I'm trying to say. And who the hell is this old guy? What is with this, like, skin color? Does he have a liver disease? Don't forget your things. He saddles me with a bag across my shoulder, like I'm a pack mule. Come along now. My feet move, one in front of the other, even as my eyes drift. Okay, I might be hungover. Try not to look hungover. My, you're a heavy sleeper, aren't ya? I have to say, I felt a little guilty waking you up. But better I find you than someone else. they might not be so lenient. Lenient? For now, this is our little secret. What did he do? What is our secret, huh? No need to get the guard involved if you ask me. No, because you have something to hide as well, huh? He punctuates his good-natured laugh with a friendly pat on the shoulder. Blinding light spills into my eyes as he opens the door with a creak and a shudder of magic. Have a good day, child, and find better places to sleep. I'll try. Wow, the background image looks fantastic as well. This looks great. Very immersive, you know? Oh, damn. It's like the sun is pissing in my eyes. That's not a good feeling. I squint at him as he shuffles off back inside the building. Huh. Weird. I guess he was a mage. He kind of looked like one. Mage. My trial! Oh god, I'm probably late. Did the spell work? 1,000 thoughts break through my mind at once. The word mage, the single flake of snow that set off an avalanche in my head. Above the city stands the Academy, a proud building, ornate and ancient. One of the firm pillars of the capital city, a proving ground for those who would pursue a magical career. The career I want. I push myself in that direction, my legs feeling weak. I have to get there. I can't miss this. I can't. I run through the early morning streets, dodging people along the way. None of this would have been necessary if they'd just accepted me when I showed up. 3 days I've waited around for a trial, an actual trial, with a real mage or magi. I thought just proving I could harness magic would guarantee me a place, just to learn. But, this is all so stupid. Doubt nags at the back of my mind. Of course they wouldn't accept just anyone. It's the most prestigious magic school in the kingdom. And if I thought I was good enough by my own merits, would I have done what I did last night? Would I have broken into the sorcerer's archives just to try and make myself stronger? It's not cheating. It's just being determined. What if I didn't pass? What if they sent me home as a failure? I couldn't risk that. I couldn't. My feet pound against the cobblestone, the building growing impossibly larger the closer I get. Please don't let me be late. On top of everything else that's happened, barrier after barrier, I feel the magic sliding over my skin as I run past. Damn. The last barrier between me and my entrance exam. The large doors stand closed and unmanned. These were open the last time I was here. I pull on the thick handle, but the door holds resolutely, its weight shuddering against my best attempt. Let me in, come on, I can't fail like this! The knocker is heavy as I rap it against the wood. I blink a few times before I notice it, letters appearing before my very eyes. The words appear to etch themselves into the door itself. You have business here. Enter. Oh, of course. It was just magicked. Magicked? Ha, of course. I definitely knew that, of course, because if I didn't, I would not pass my test. That was part of the test, wasn't it? Ha 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 ha. I gave a confident tug on the door, which stays stuck, and nearly rips my arm off with it. Are you kidding me? I'd love to enter, jerk-off. Let me in! I slam my palm against the wood. Or I try. Instead, I go stumbling into thin air, falling over my own feet with all the grace of a hobbled cow. I fall straight through the door. See, it worked! And slide right onto my face, against a rug that feels like it was made from boar hair. Oh! That burns! My face is on fire! My face is literally on fire! I think we're misusing the word literally. Unless there's an actual fire, like, you know, red, fire, lit. I massage my cheeks. Even the tears stinging in my eyes would be a relief. Wait a second. I scramble to my feet, realizing exactly where I am. Any important sorcerers around? Mages? No? The foyer is vast and empty. The school's massive structure shrouded in a heavy silence. Only the hum of magic buzzes on the edge of my awareness. Phew, they did not see me fall flat on my face, luckily. Good, no one saw that. I clear my throat, seeming to have lost my voice, probably still from being so groggy. Actually, that's a perfectly good example for all of this. I should be sharper than this. How am I going to pass the entrance exam and become an initiate if I can't even handle the damn door? Trying to gather my wits, my eyes are drawn to a large clock on the wall. Good. I still have a little time. I pick up the bag I dropped and toss it over my shoulder again. I need to find somewhere to change. I can't show up in my night clothes. Wandering down a hallway, I try to keep my sense of direction. The building isn't just large, but convoluted in design, built to twist the senses around for those that aren't equipped to navigate it. I've heard enough stories of this place to know. Let's not think about my odds of finding a bathroom in this place. I'd use a closet or something if I could tell which of these doors were closets. Ah, please. And then, miracle of miracles, I see the standard open entryway of a bathroom, a generic male symbol by the door. Another boy leaves, giving me a long stare as I walk past him. I nod to him, as pleasantly as I can manage. You know, the typical guy nod where you just like lift your head slightly like, hey, yeah, what's up, man? Without actually saying those words. I bet I have a carpet burn on my freaking face. And I shouldn't be running around here in my night clothes. This is the kind of impression I'm going to give to my peers. I toss my bag onto the counter and then glance up into the mirror. Ah! My hand clamps over my mouth. I don't think they're on our mouth right now, muffling the horrible, high-pitched sound that comes out of it. What? My own shocked face stares back at me, but it's not mine. I touch my cheek, watching as a more feminine hand rises to touch my face. I stare down at my palms, my chest, especially my chest, my thighs. But how? Either I just now developed self-awareness after 17 years of being alive, or something is really, really wrong. Maybe it's the mirror. A prank! This actually reminds me of, like, there was a prank with a mirror where they were like twins, and it wasn't actually a mirror, right? But they were twins that were wearing similar clothing. They were like standing in front of each other, and then they would the other twin that's standing in front of the actual person that's in the bathroom, like, you know, they just mirror the movement of the other twin. So that when the other person was like finishing in the bathroom and trying to wash her hands, she wouldn't see her reflection and freak the fuck out. That prank is actually pretty good. I gotta give it to them. That's a pretty original prank. I glance down at my own chest again. My chest now the opposite of flat, and ruining my brief moment of insane hope. Opposite of flat. You could just say busty as hell, okay? But why is this happening? Why? The spell! The realization hits me like a brick. My new knees threaten to sway right out from under me. I must say, that spell is a success. Even if that wasn't our intention, I consider this spell a success. Oh no! I knew I lost control of it, but but I just thought it didn't work. I didn't realize. How did I not realize exactly? You just have to glance a little bit down and you see, like, you know, the mountains, the peaks of hope, right, resting there in front of us on our body. How can you not realize that? Still gaping at my own reflection, I pat myself down in shock, especially in the upper area, just, you know, feeling every inch. Is this real? It feels so real, so squishy and soft, like a pillow. I consider boobs to be the clouds down below, cause you know they look as soft and as fluffy and squishable as actual clouds in the sky. But you know, boobs are kind of like that. I feel they just remind me of that for some reason. My unhelpful mind informs me that it's because it is real. I mean, you know, this feeling is not something you can fake. The feeling we have in our hands. Stealing a furtive glance around, I cup my chest and give them a little bounce. For science, of course, for science, you know, scientific purposes. Whoa, I can get used to this, right? That's what I'm thinking. No, don't get distracted. By the way, we are doing this in the guy's bathroom, right? We're feeling ourselves up in the guy's bathroom like, oh, I have to fix this. I screw up my face in determination, and I'm completely underwhelmed when nothing comes to mind. My trial, oh shit. It's all I can think about. Okay, not all, but it's ranking pretty high at the moment. If I don't show up, there's no way I'll get admitted to the academy. I stare into my face, set on a body just unfamiliar enough to be uncanny. The trial has to come before everything. Even this, exactly. We'll figure all this out later, okay? First the trial, then we'll figure out the booby situation. But they're expecting a Sean to show up, not a Sophie. Hey, you know, Sean can be a unisex name, okay? Since when is Sean only a name for the guys, okay? We are gonna change that. Sean is now also a name for girls. Okay. I can fix this. Less panic, more action. What kind of action? I wrangle my new body into my clothes, after doing a little inspection of things I'm not used to. Oh, that doesn't feel right. How are we gonna hide those enormous melons? Like, we probably have to like hunch over. That's one of the things that I usually do when I, like, you know, when you were little and you tried to sneak like candy or something from the closets, or from like the candy closet or whatever, you know, you were trying to sneak something that you weren't supposed to upstairs. The thing that I would always do is like tuck it in my pants, but then it would kind of put a bulge in your stomach, right? Or at least in that general area. So I would kind of hunch over so that my shirt, like, it appears like it is flat, but there's just air filling it, you know? So it hides the bulge, basically. So you don't see the bulge in front, you just see it from the back, because you're basically, your back is arched, it's not straight. But yeah, that's how I would hide it, but I don't think we can do that with the boobies here. Definitely not, unless we're gonna look like a Gollum or, what's the guy in the Nostradamus? Quasimodo? Did I say no Nostradamus? I totally didn't. I meant the Hunchback of Notre-Dame. That's what I meant. Nostradamus, what the fuck? Anyway, you went Quasimodo. That's the guy, the Hunchback. Whatever. Ignore it. Exactly. I mean, if we just pretend that these boobs have been ours all along, maybe the teachers will believe it too. If we are just that confident about our body and about ourselves, then the teachers will believe it. They're like, huh? I thought this was a Sean, but hey. Apparently Sean can be a female too. Yeah, definitely. Last time she was here, she definitely had boobs too. I just didn't notice it, you know? Just be confident. It'll have to do. This doesn't look convincing at all. I pull out the string that closes the waistband of my nightclothes and tie my hair up in it. I can pull this off, right? Just act like this is how long you like to keep your hair. And who can blame a guy for having a tiny waist? Maybe I'm a vegetarian or something, or vegan even. They don't know. In fact, they'd be rude to ask exactly. Are you assuming my dietary preference? Huh? How dare you? My mouth twitches into a frown, my poorly construed confidence crumbling easily. This is what you get for trying to cheat. Hey, maybe it even worked. Like, apparently we snuck into the archives, right? To make our... It's kind of weird that you would cast a magic spell to make your magical powers even stronger. That seems a bit weird to me, but alright, let's go with that. But maybe it even worked, you know? Maybe it made us so good that our male body couldn't contain all the magical powers, the new magical powers that we gained, so our body had to develop, it had to evolve into a female body that could harness all those magical powers. And you can definitely tell, you know, most of the magical powers are up in those boobies, so, you know, I feel like that's what's happened. That must have been what happened. Oh, whatever. I've gotta go.